According to a recent Common Dreams piece, U.S. Senator Bernie Sanders ripped Donald Trump's National Security Advisor John Bolton and other Washington hawks who push war and militarism as the answer to everything. Specifically, the author of the piece writes, appearing on CNN early Sunday, just moments after President Donald Trump's National Security Advisor John Bolton urged European nations to join the U.S. in violating the Iran nuclear accord, Senator Bernie Sanders denounced Bolton as part of an influential faction of Washington ultra-hawks who push war as the answer to everything. In describing Bolton, Bernie states that this is a man who is a key advisor to President Bush, George W. Bush, in urging him to invade Iraq because supposedly Iraq had weapons of mass destruction. As I think most Americans now know, that effort in Iraq was the worst foreign policy disaster in the modern history of this country. I think you have some people, unfortunately, in Washington, Bolton being one of them, who believe that war and militarism is the answer to everything. We have spent over $2 trillion in the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, and yet today our infrastructure here in the United States is crumbling. We have millions of people who can't afford to go to college or are leaving college deeply in debt. Maybe, just maybe, we might want to be investing in the American people rather than inflated military budgets and more wars. Now, there are a lot of important points that Bernie hit here. For instance, he talks about our bloated military budget, and he's right. We do have a bloated military budget. In 2017, we spent way more on our military than any other country on earth. Bernie also talks about better ways we could use the insane amount of money we spend on our military, such as infrastructure, which does need a lot of work, especially in terms of our water system, seeing as a huge percentage of Americans have been exposed to potentially unsafe water. Bernie also talks about the affordability of college. And we have yet to join the many countries around the world and make public colleges and universities tuition-free. So that is another way we could better use our money than war. But I think that perhaps the most important thing that Bernie addressed is that our elected officials are super hawkish. We are in so many wars, we kill people left and right overseas, and as a result, the world considers us to be the biggest threat to world peace in the world. And I'm not okay with this. I don't want my taxpayer money going to war and making people's lives worse. I don't want us to kill people. I want us to be a positive force in the world. But right now we aren't, and that's got to change. Hey guys, if you want to help out this show, you can follow our various social media links. Also, we have a Facebook group that you can join as well. And if you want to follow me on social media, you could do that as well. Alright guys.